I think the thing I love the most about TC, besides our coffee, is our community.
It's family the moment you walk through the door. It's been a huge impact on my life, our family's life.
There's been a lot of people that's spoken life to us here.
A lot.
So many people. I don't even know all of their names. If I see their faces, I'll be like, it'd be that person, that person, that person. I'm so bad with names.
These are real people and they have real conversations, and even though you're kind of trying to do life in a biblical sense, you still are just a father, a husband, a brother, when it comes down to it, and that I can relate to that.
So the thing that I love about TC the most is probably the relationships that I've made here. I have so many good friends here.
To know that you have somebody that cares and that people that will reach out to you when they haven't seen you. It annoyed me at first, but I needed that. I needed accountability.
If they're connecting here, and I knew this person before their church life, then this has got to be a good place for us.
Knowing that TC loves you where you're at. So we're looking for people. There's no judgment. We're all working this salvation out together. We're all walking in the journey, and that truly comes to life here. So.
If TC no longer existed, I think there would be like a huge lack of joy in my life. There's just something that you cannot find out in the world that you can find here.
I would probably be spitting heresy if TC didn't exist.
But I think it's a really important purpose of the Imagine campaign, as the fact that kind of our beacon is I'm in.
Emphasis on the I'm in part of the word of Imagine, and it's very, very exciting for us.
So the purpose behind the campaign is really expansion. So here on our campus, we're outgrowing the current building. God is doing amazing things.
Healthy things grow. And we are growing nonstop, which is fantastic. I specifically can speak firsthand from our kids ministry. This past Sunday, we were approaching in elementary second service alone, close to 40 kids, which is incredible. It is fantastic.
We have a lot of kids and we need more kid space. And that's incredible that we're adding almost 6,000 square feet of usable kid space to our TC kids. I want our kids, they can't wait to get back next Sunday, right? Some of us remember there was, growing up where maybe we didn't want to go to church. I want our kids to love to be here. I want this to be one of their favorite places to be.
At the heart of TC, at the heart of this house, is for lost people to know Jesus. It's the very first step that we have here. It's, know God, find freedom, discover purpose, make a difference. And the fact is, as long as we are alive, there are people who don't know God. And as long as heaven and hell are real, then we have a responsibility to do ministry. And for us, ministry is not just on Sundays, it's also Monday through Saturday.
This building's gonna be open. Coffee shop is gonna be open for business. The indoor playgrounds are gonna be available to the public for kids to come in. And now we're creating an impact on our community where the people that, they drive past churches every day. If they wanna go to church, they would go to church. But who knows what would happen if they come to a coffee shop and the Holy Spirit moves on them then, on a Tuesday at 3 o'clock, or a Thursday at lunchtime, while they're doing work, remote work from our coffee shop, how the Holy Spirit might work on them to prompt them to come back that next Sunday. And so I think it's gonna create an amazing impact on our community. It's definitely gonna make a difference in our church. And I think it's gonna be, something that generations of families get to take part in. It's really powerful.
So it's a way for us to cast vision and one, to continue to walk in God's blessing, but also to be debt-free.
We're inviting every person to say yes to a 3-year commitment, raising $1.2 million to do the expansion. One of the biggest reasons this is important is because we're trying to do the expansion by just paying cash. We don't want to take out more loan and acquire more debt. And if we reach our goal, it looks like, based on all of our numbers, we'll actually be able to do this whole expansion without acquiring more debt, so we can continue to do ministry the way we're doing it and expand the facility to reach more people.
There's just something that changes when God's people all come together and just say yes.
We talk about the body, and it's everybody has a role to play. Every part is different, and without every part functioning, then the body isn't always 100% functioning and healthy.
I feel like if you really think about what you do on a daily basis and you financially just think about how you spend, just sacrifice just one little thing, it compounds. And if everybody does that one little thing, it will make a huge difference.
My motto is God is my source. And so even just looking at how TC has grown and some of the things like I get to know about what's going on here, it's really challenged me to look at my business differently and be more intentional about the things that I do, and also just include faith in that.
Everybody can give. So I think it's not about the amount. I think it's the intent. I think that's what God is asking us to do. Are we going to be obedient? Are we going to trust Him?
I want to thank every person that has said yes to this, because it's going to make a difference. We're making history right now. The future starts today. It starts now. And we are changing generations by saying yes to today. And so I want to thank every single person that has said yes, because we're making a difference. And that's so powerful.